You may have clicked on this video because you're interested in the Honda Passport RTL and not necessarily the Trail Sport behind us, which is currently getting all of the love. While both are built for adventure, the RTL still offers comfort and practicality. It's ideal for those that are doing average daily driving, needed something bigger than the CR-V, but maybe don't need the third row that the Pilot offers, and it's built right here in America. So for the 2026 model year, it has been significantly redesigned, and they've simplified the trims, which is always a good thing. The RTL trim essentially replaces the base EXL trim from 2025. So your available trim selections are RTL, Trail Sport, and Trail Sport Elite. They've also really beefed up the Trail Sport. And if you see blackout at the end of any of those trims, all that is an additional black badging and black lug nuts. The powertrain remains the same as last year with a 3.5 liter V6 engine, but they've managed to squeeze 5 more horsepower out of it, so you'll get 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. All-wheel drive is standard, so you'll get 19 miles to the gallon in the city and 25 on the highway, depending on your driving habits. This redesign is bigger and stronger. I'm loving the big Honda badge right up front. We have Passport embossed right into our front bumper. I do want to mention that this is a non-functional air vent. LED headlights and DRLs come standard, and they look really, really cool when you turn them on. You get this amber edge around, this amber frame around your headlight. It looks so good. You get 8.3 inches of ground clearance, 18-inch wheels, heated side mirrors with blind spot indication is standard. Your roof rails are standard, and this also has smart entry with walkaway auto lock, so you'll never have to take your key out of your pocket or your purse. In case you forgot, this is a Passport, and it's here to clearly remind you with this big billboard right here on the liftgate. The RTL does have an option to come equipped with a Class 3 trailer hitch, which ours does, allowing you to tow up to 5,000 pounds. And my favorite thing is that even the base trim comes with a power liftgate. This reference is for my girls. You know when you get a dress and it has pockets and that's the first thing you want to advertise? That is the cargo area of the Passport. There are so many pockets. There's a secret compartment that folds open right here on the side that's pretty spacious. You have pockets on either side down here. There's pockets again, even above the wheel wells. So many places to put things. This whole thing also lifts up to reveal your spare tire. There's a really cute mountain scene embossed in the back there too, which is just a fun little Easter egg. This cargo area is honestly huge, and the second row folds perfectly flat. So if you're an overpacker, this car is for you. Also would be comfortable if you have a large pet, a large dog, and there's an available pet protection package that will protect the surfaces and interior from things like drool and fur. This second row is awesome. It is huge in here. It has up to 119 cubic feet of passenger volume, which I don't really know what that means, but I do know that you get over 40 inches of legroom, which is a whole lot, especially when you're my size. There's so much headroom, I can almost fully extend my arms above my head. And you have so many cup holders. You have your cup holders here in your armrest, and you have some cup holders here in your door, and they're big enough to hold your lifetime supply of coffee or water or whatever it is that you're drinking. They're functional because they're the upright ones. It's not like the crooked water bottle holder that you have to use for a teeny tiny sealed water bottle. I just really appreciate it. There's even a pocket in the door that's big enough for my super vintage iPhone 13 Pro Max. You have 2 USB-C charging things right here, and you also have some air vents as well. Sitting in the driver's seat of the RTL is why I wanted to give it some much needed love, because its standard features are awesome. Leather seating surfaces with this cool cloth stripe down the center. They're both heated, they're both power, and you have 2 driver memory settings in your driver's side door. You have a 12.3-inch infotainment system with Google built in, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, wireless charging with a unique feature to easily turn it off in case you don't want to be charging your phone. And you also get a 9-speaker sound system. And in case you forgot, it's a Passport. There's also so much storage in here to keep everything really organized. My favorite in any vehicle, I get kind of sad when they don't have it, somewhere to put your sunglasses. That's so important, honestly. There's also a large, like where your wireless charging is, there's room for a whole other phone right here. And then right above that, there's a really interesting pocket I found is a really good home for your key fob. Just don't forget it there. And you have 2 cup holders here, but there's also those same cup holders that are in the second row are also in both door pockets as well. So you won't get thirsty. Your center console is huge. There's a little divot in here too to keep a pen handy because that's something that you might frequently need. And then there's this little pocket here just to show you like the size of it. Like somebody's phone could go there, and there's a lip so nothing will fall out, and it's rubber so it's grippy. Driving the Passport is nice and really quiet. It has an acoustic windshield, so that's going to help with a lot of the cabin noise. And I'm just not getting a lot of road noise otherwise, not from the tires, and I really enjoy that. I also love the visibility because this is a much bigger car than what I'm used to driving, and maybe you're coming from a smaller car, and sometimes transitioning to a larger car could be a little bit intimidating, but the A-pillars are not a significant blind spot, and neither are the rear pillars either. And seeing out of the rear view mirror, like the back glass, I can see everything. It's actually really, really nice. I also really like the digital gauge cluster. I would normally prefer an analog one, but I really like this configurable one. It was also really intuitive and quick to figure out how to adjust what I want. You can even see your navigation running in your dash, which might be easier to see. And then along with this screen, obviously we have our 12.3-inch infotainment that I talked about. A couple things. One, there is a button in the upper left corner that has 2 arrows pointing towards each other, so you can easily split your screen this way. There are so many vehicles that don't make it easy to split your screen. So I really like this function, and at least for Apple CarPlay. And I can configure whatever information I want to have on here. And then this one just swipes up and down if I want to maybe have maps going here and then have my music going on the right. So it's totally configurable. You also have some drive modes available. You've got sport mode, normal, econ, snow, trail, sand, and a tow mode. And that's all controlled right here, right below your gear shift. I have to say, compared to driving the Trail Sport, this RTL is really smooth because the Trail Sport has different suspension. It's a little bit more rigid, and it's not that it's like a bad ride quality by any means. It's just that a little bit more aggressive. And if I'm just trying to cruise around to the grocery store or to my friend's house, it's nice to have a nice smooth ride. And even over some of like the more poorly paved roads, which are real common in the Bay Area, I feel like it handles the roughness really well. It's just, like I said, quiet and very smooth. And the other thing that I really like about it is the V6 is real responsive. And I didn't feel like there was any lag, any throttle lag at all. It's really fun to drive. That is the end of our review on the 2026 Honda Passport. If you have any questions, please drop those down in the comment section below, or just let me know what you think of it. And big shout out to Salinas Honda for hooking it up with today's ride. Bye.